Decades of colonialism and brutal liberation struggle against the Rhodesian military to become a unified nation, one committed to democracy, reconciliation, human rights, and civil rights for all, universal education, and economic development. Hope was in the air in 1980, and people throughout southern Africa, and in apartheid South Africa in particular, were looking towards Zimbabwe as a beacon. Robert Mugabe, leader of the Zimbabwean African National Union, ZANU Party, and a renowned freedom fighter turned statesman, had been swept into office after a landslide victory in the nation's first free elections, and was considered by many to be the ideal man to lead Zimbabwe's emergence. Now today, 2010, you all know that Zimbabwe is a human rights disaster. There's political violence daily. Healthcare system is in collapse. The education system, which was once extremely fine, is in almost complete collapse as well. The inflation, the economy is pretty much destroyed at this point. And if you look at any statistic, Zimbabwe will be way down on the list. Now, unlike other countries in Africa that maybe had been down on the list for decades before, Zimbabwe has plummeted in a fairly short amount of time. And our book is an investigation into why that happened. It's not, our point here is to show Zimbabwe as being a very unique place. Oftentimes people consider Africa as one big basket case, and that's not the case. There's different countries, as you know, different cultures, as you know. Some people don't, as you know. I won't say which state she's from. But, and so our point in this book is to, just to make the next step into the book itself, is to, through oral history, through talking to individual people, to try and provide some answers for what went on in Zimbabwe and what possibly can be the future of Zimbabwe. And our mantra really is to look at people not as victims, but as individuals through their own stories. In the book, we interviewed 40 or 50 people. We chose 25 stories for the book. Tonight, you're going to hear a number of those stories.